Ever feel like your kids tune out every time you try to teach a life lesson? You sit down, you drop some solid gold wisdom, and they respond with, yeah, I know, or they go back on their phone. If you have young kids, they're just off playing around and they don't want to listen to anything you have to say. It's frustrating, isn't it? Plus, you start to sound like your own parents. And as parents, we're trying to raise good humans, but we want them to listen to what we want to teach them. We want to raise kids that know the right values, hard work, integrity, doing the right thing, even when no one's watching. But modern distractions and outside influences, it makes us feel like we're losing ground. Well, stick around, because here's the thing. There's a better way to teach life lessons and lessons that actually stick. And it's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. Here's the secret. Kids naturally absorb life lessons through stories. In fact, humans learn and remember things best through stories. Think about it. How did you learn about bravery, sacrifice, or resilience as a kid? It definitely wasn't a long-winded lecture from your dad. No, you probably got it from movies like The Karate Kid or Star Wars, or even your own experiences out on the playground or with your friends. Stories work because they show instead of tell. They let kids see characters struggle, fail, and overcome without you having to lecture them. So here's the problem. Most parents don't know how to use this to their advantage. Instead, we do what comes up naturally. We talk, and then they tune out. But what if you use stories as your delivery system? Kids will internalize the lesson on their own without feeling like you're forcing anything on them or lecturing them. So how do you actually make this work? It's super simple. Ask one powerful question just at the right moment. Next time you finish a movie or even a book with your kids, instead of just turning off the TV and moving on, ask this one question. Son, princess, what do you think the main character learned? That's it. That's the move. Why? Because when a kid figures out the lesson for themselves, they own that lesson. They're not being told what to believe. They're discovering it for themselves. And you'd be surprised at the insights that they come up with. I once asked my niece this after watching The Lion King with her, and she hit me with it. Scar was mean and a cheater. If you got to cheat and lie to get power, you'll always end up losing. I looked at her and I was like, wow, that's pretty good, because that's wisdom. And the best part is she found it on her own, because the story itself led her there. Now let's talk strategy, because not all movies are created equal. Some teach good values, some teach good lessons, and some, well, let's just say, I'm not going to use SpongeBob to teach my son self-discipline. All right, so here are some golden choices for different lessons. Depending on what you want to teach is depending on the movie. So let's talk responsibility and leadership. Well, for young kids, you got The Lion King. For a little bit older kids, you got Remember the Titans, Ender's Game. You got movies for perseverance and hard work, things like The Karate Kid. Rocky is a big one, and The Pursuit of Happiness. For integrity and honesty, you got Captain America, you got Pinocchio for the little kids, and an oldie but a goodie is Kill a Mockingbird. For grit and overcoming failure, you have Spider-Man, The Hunger Games, Rudy. So here's your move. Pick one of these. Just watch it together and drop the big question at the end. What do you think the main character learned? That's it. No lectures, no eye rolls, just simple, effective parenting. So here's what I want you to do next. Start using stories to teach your kids valuable lessons and values instead of just talking to them. Because trust me, when they connect with a lesson emotionally, it sticks. And if you're thinking right now, okay, what should I watch with my kids? Well, I got you. I put together a little cheat sheet with a list of movies and the lessons that they're going to teach. These are movies that I'm going to use with my son and my daughter, and I'm going to give it to you. So just go ahead, comment movies below, and I'll send my top 10 list of movies with the lesson right over to you. Because raising kids isn't always about saying the right thing. It's about showing them the right way. I'll see you in the next video.